Hey, welcome back to From the Tech Desk by your RC experts here at Horizon Hobby. I'm your host, Brad Brooker. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the trailing arms on your LOSI RZR Rey. So before we start, you need a few things. You'll need a 1.5mm wrench, a 2mm wrench, a 5.5 nut driver, and also an 8mm nut driver. Now let's get wrenching. We'll start by removing the wheel and tire first. Again, you need an 8mm nut driver for that. Let's go and take that off. You remove the trailing arms from the chassis. There's a 2mm wrench for that. Next, remove the sway bar and also the shock. It's a 2mm screw with a 5.5 nut on the back side. Again, a 5.5 nut driver on the back. Once you get those two screws removed, pull this trailing arms away from the two items. Next, we're going to actually pull off the two screws that hold the actual tow rods on. And it's a 2mm. And also there's a washer on there, so you don't want to lose that washer. Go and pull your trailing arms off. I'm going to put the razor off to the side here for a moment. You remove the caliper. It is a 1.5. Next, we remove the actual rotor itself and the hex. It is a 2mm set screw in there. Pull that off. Pull the axle out. You remove the 3 screws that hold the hub on. It is a 2mm. Pull the hub off. You're going to pop the 2 bearings out. Before you pop them out, you also want to make sure that everything moves freely. We're good there and there. So go and pop out the bearings. You want to make sure you grab the correct trailing arm. So we have the same side. There we go. Grab a new hub. Install your bearings. There will be a small washer that goes on the inside of the hub. And also, if you want to, you can actually install the axle again to make sure that washer stays in place. Go install the hub back into the trailing arm. Install your 3 screws. Go and grab the actual rotor and hex. Go and grab your screw shaft. And again, it's a 2mm. Next, grab your rotor. Install that with the 2 screws. Again, those are 1.5. Go ahead and install this trailing arm back onto the vehicle. We're going to install it actually into the front of the chassis first. That is a 2mm screw. We're going to do the sway bar and then the actual shock itself. Once you have that done, put the axle back in, install the tow rods. Again, that's those 2 millimeters as well. Go and grab your wheel and tire and install that. Grab your nut, your 8 millimeter nut driver. Go and tighten everything up. Well, there you have it. It's how quick and easy it is to replace the trailing arm on your LOSI RZR Rey. Thanks again for watching.